Hey y'all, we just recently got home from Big Bend National Park in the middle of the shutdown. I wanted to show y'all how we did it and how we were still able to see the things that we wanted to see without any of the park people being available to tell us where to go. So before we left, I got some books. Back to old school, we had regular maps. This was just a basic guide to give a basic breakdown of the park. This gives on all the national parks. So it was just a quick review. This is Scenic Driving Texas. I got this from our library. It has breakdown information on some of the scenic drives within the park. One of those was the Ross Maxwell Scenic Drive. Very, very, very worth the time to drive that one. And this gave some basic information on that. This was the big one of the week. So this is the Falcon Guides Hiking Big Bend National Park. This gave us all of the different trails. Okay, not all. Most of the different trails within the park. It gives you a basic breakdown on the trail. It tells you elevation ranges, distance, difficulty. Now, I will argue with that because this guide is for hikers, not for family hikers. So just because it says it's easy doesn't necessarily mean it's easy. Some of them are, some of them are not. But it gives you elevation changes and things. So it'll tell you where you start out in elevation, where you end up. Obviously, if you have to come back up this, it's going to be a lot harder than going down. We found this totally, you can see leftover page markers from different things that as I'm reading this as we go down the road. I was also able to read it to the kids and give them some basic information on the trail that we were fixing to go hike, some historical information and things like that. This was absolutely necessary during the shutdown. This was how I broke things up. We spent a day in Chisos, a day in Rio Grande Village, and then a day in Santa Elena. It was great. It was totally doable during the shutdown. There are stores there that are open. There are gas stations within the park that are open. Everything is basically open except the visitor center. You don't have a lot of information to go with, but if you go prepared and you know what you're up against, it is totally doable to go right now. So if you are thinking about it and you are on the fence, go, because there were a lot less people there than normal because it is technically a shutdown. Thanks, y'all.